Does your dog ever steal things and run away from you? Have they ever been possessive about their favorite toys? Or have you even seen them snarl or snap at you because you've come a little too close? If you could relate to any of these scenarios, it's quite likely that your dog may have something we call resource guarding. Hey guys, this is Shivani, a dog trainer and a behaviorist. I am part of a team of experts at thePack who help pet parents just like you lead happy lives with your dogs. Resource guarding is what our dogs do when something that they truly love feels threatened. So at first, your dog may try to run away with it or hide in order to protect it. But in some cases, when the behavior is not addressed, over time the dog may resort to biting or even attacking anyone that comes close. It is always better to control and prevent resource guarding in its earlier stages. Now, if your dog is already showing signs of possessiveness towards their own objects or some of yours, here are 5 ways you can help de-escalate this behavior. There is a very famous saying in the dog training world, a dog will only do things he's allowed to do or taught to do. So the first step in making sure that your dog is not stealing items is to make sure that they do not have access to the items in the first place. The less they practice a habit, the easier it is to break it. So if your dog is stealing chappals, pillows, socks, make sure that they do not have access to it. You can keep them behind closed doors or at a height that your dog can't reach. Now, once that the items are kept out of their reach, the second step is to break the habit of stealing. A lot of times our dogs steal items simply because they know we're going to run after them and try to take it out of their mouths.
We can tackle resource guarding by making our dogs feel comfortable sharing things with us. To achieve this, however, we as pet parents must also avoid constantly and needlessly taking everything from their mouth.
So now you're going to ask Shivani, but what if they're holding on to something that might be dangerous? Now for this, we move on to step 3. So next time your dog picks up something, try offering them something in return for the object that they're holding. Now remember, whatever you offer must be of higher value than what they have in their mouth already. So for instance, here I'm offering Drogo something that is much more delicious and higher in value than the sock that he's holding in his mouth. While you can use the exchange method for low value objects such as a towel or your chappals, what do you do when they're holding on to something that is of high value and is also quite dangerous? For such situations, it is very important that you have certain basic obedience commands in place. You can teach your dog the drop it command, in which the dog learns to drop something that they're holding on in their mouth, or the leave it command, where you teach the dog to not go after something that's on the floor in the first place. You can check out our library to find more resources about how to teach your dog this command. A lot of times, our dogs pick up and obsess over things simply because they're bored. They also quickly realize that holding something in their mouth is the best way to get your attention. So as pet parents, it is our duty to make sure that our dogs are well exercised, both mentally and physically. So there you go. With these 5 methods, you should be able to prevent and reduce resource guarding behaviors in your dog. Now, if your dog is already snapping, biting, or growling at you, it is very important that you reach out to a behaviorist or a trainer nearest to you as soon as possible. Happy pet parenting! We have created India's largest library of pet parenting resources, host regular workshops, and work on one-on-one consultations with pet parents. If any of this sounds interesting to you, please head over to our website below and join the pack.